City of Austin releases the report they've been keeping secret for months on the controversial police shooting of Nathaniel Sanders. Good evening, I'm Robert Hadlock.
And I'm Leslie Rohde. That report was leaked over the weekend, and for the last several days, city officials, including the police chief, claim they were bound by civil service law and a court order not to release the full report. But today, they changed their tune. Shannon Wolfson joins us now with reaction. Shannon.
Robert and Leslie, the Citizens Review Panel commissioned this report, and they reviewed it in its entirety before finding that then Officer Quintana did not violate the department's use of force policy. Now the entire community will be allowed to read it, and critics of the city decision to keep it secret for so long say it is about time. The Texas Civil Rights Project spent $50,000 on a lawsuit to see this, the independent review of the Nathaniel Sanders shooting, posted tonight on the City of Austin website.
It was just nonsense what we had to go through.
Director Jim Harrington says the city and the police department intentionally covered up the most damning findings in the report, a charge both strongly deny.
We've wanted to be transparent about all of this, but we have to operate under the confines of that, under the meet and confer contract.
But that contract between the city and the police union says the city can release the results of independent reviews of police shootings as long as evidence related to the investigation is not released. City officials say the language wasn't clear.
After conversations with the union and others that were involved, although the language be it restrictive, the intent was for more information to be released.
You ever hear of smoke and mirrors? I think it's pathetic, I mean, this is everything that we have all been saying all along, that the reasons they're putting out there are bogus.
Chief Art Acevedo maintains he cannot discuss the report because of a federal gag order in the Sanders family civil lawsuit, an order the city sought out from the judge.
Even in light of what appear to be barriers, that we will continue to plow forward and do everything we can to be transparent.
But critics say city officials damaged their credibility by not releasing the full report when it was first available back in October.
There's nothing wrong with saying, we make mistakes. We make serious mistakes, but let's fix them. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is something wrong with saying we don't make mistakes and you're not going to get a chance to see how we act.
Now, you can find a link to the full report with this story right now at KXAN.com. Here are the principal findings: that Officer Quintana and backup Officer Siddiqui violated policy by not turning on their cameras. That Officer Quintana violated policy by not identifying himself as a police officer. The report finds all three officers on scene failed to use standard training and tactics, and that Officer Quintana violated policy in his use of deadly force against both Sanders and another passenger, Sir Smith. Of course, you'll remember Quintana was suspended for 15 days for that camera violation and fired last week for an unrelated DWI arrest. We are live in the studio tonight. Shannon Wolfson, KXAN, Austin News.